My entire life I've been playing a multitude of sports, including tennis, and throughout all that time, I haven't even realized that even the most basic aspects of these sports comes down to a lot of science. As an example, before every single serve in tennis, I bounce the ball 3 times. Even before any of the action has occurred, so much science has taken place just in the bounce of the ball. When a ball or anything hits the ground, energy is transferred between the ground and the ball. In a perfect world, if you drop a ball, it'll come back to the exact same spot. But here on Earth, that cannot happen. If this actually happened, that it would be considered to have a coefficient of restitution of 1, which means all the energy that goes into the collision comes out of it. The coefficient of restitution is a measure between the velocity of the ball when it goes into the impact and the velocity right as it comes out. When the coefficient of restitution is 0, it's a perfectly plastic collision, and when it's 1, it's a perfectly elastic collision. When bouncing the tennis ball, it is easy to see that the ball doesn't return to the same height after each bounce. This tells us that the coefficient of restitution is not 1 due to some energy being lost. Seeing that it only loses a couple inches each time shows that it's probably closer to 1 than 0. Just as a guess, I would think it's around 0.75. Let's test this hypothesis by doing a small experiment. So here's a little setup we made, just using a tape measure and the pole of the tennis net that we're going to try to figure out the coefficient of restitution of this ball. What we normally do is use this equation where we need the initial velocity before it hits the ground and the velocity that happens when it comes up to see the energy loss. But since we don't have any technology like that, we're just going to be using the initial height and the final height and putting that into a new equation, which should give us something close. So here we go. I'm going to be placing it around 40 inches, which is right about hip height, where you usually bounce it. After looking at the footage and getting the required numbers from them, only a simple calculation is needed to find the value. I found that the ball was dropped from 41 inches off the ground and ended up rebounding just over 26 inches. By doing the calculation, the coefficient of restitution of the ball was 0.79919. This is a little more than I hypothesized, but at the same time, it's not too far off. In conclusion, this little experiment made me realize that we should all take time and see how much science is around us at all times. More specifically, realizing how many times the principles of the coefficient of restitution and collisions determine what we do. Thanks for watching.